Bayou Time Sports is brought to you by Terrible General Health System's Community Sports Institute in conjunction with Barker Honda.
Everybody, welcome into Bayou Time Sports. Harry McCullough here. And an exciting time, man. It's high school football, and it's the semifinals, and we have two teams still alive in one of the playoff systems. They could face each other down the road, but we were talking to Edie White head coach Kyle is saying, thanks so much for being here, Kyle. It's got to be an exciting time to be in the playoffs this year, considering, you know, we got you, we got Vanderbilt, we got Destrehan, we got Lutcher, all these teams that have kind of went through the storm.
Yep.
Had to take a break, only played a few games, and now an opportunity to get to the state championship game.
Extremely exciting. You know, as a high school football coach, you always want to practice on Thanksgiving week. That means you've made it a little ways in the playoffs, and here we are. Unfortunately for me as a coach, I've never been able to win this game and get to a state championship game. So hopefully, you know, this is back-to-back semifinals. Last year went to the semis and truly got blown out by De La Salle, great football team. This year back to the semifinals and hoping that one year we're going to pull it off and get to a state championship.
Yeah, you guys are no strangers to this area. I mean, to this run. You guys have had a lot of undefeated seasons. You've had runs. This looks like a different team, though. This looks like a pretty good club.
Yeah.
Talking about your team.
You know, I just you never know how you're going to match up with an opponent. That means a lot. I mean, last year our matchup was in our favor. Played Hannon to get to the semifinals. That was a good matchup for us. St. Thomas More this Friday. I don't know. I don't know what kind of matchup it is. I know we play really good defense, and they've got a really good offense. So you're going to have to see what turns out in the game because of that. Strength on strength, probably. They have great running game. Walker Howard's a great quarterback, good receivers, and really physical up front offensively. And I think we've played well. So in terms of matchups, I think this is probably the best you're going to get. In Division II, when you get to the semis, you're going to be playing some really good football teams.
Absolutely, all in there together. And we talked about it. If you win and Vanderbilt will win against U High, y'all would meet in the finals. But you got to play this one first. So St. Thomas More, and we talked about your guys. And this is not a bunch of guys that are just, you know, a bunch of Rudies out there.
Right.
These are good-looking athletes, and you need that, right? You need classes to come together where you got 20 seniors, and they all play together. And that looks like what you have, besides these athletes.
I think so. You know, every coach looks at their classes coming in. We get them in 8th grade, so we're able to actually see them, maybe project where they're going to be. And I thought this junior class was really, really going to be the year. Maybe we're 1 year early, man. I mean, this senior class has really, really stepped up. We've had really 2 good senior classes back to back. And this senior class has really held it together, really through some adverse situations. They just come to work every day. I've said this several times about our football team. They're just so even keel. You can't tell. You can't tell when things are going well. You can't tell when things are going poorly. They're just that kind of kid. Work really hard. But I think, you know, I've said this a lot about high school football and the direction that it's going in, but you still have to play physical football. Mm-hmm. And I think that's probably our advantage to the season. We're physical on defense. We'll hit you a little bit. And offensively, we like to just knock you off the ball. And that's different nowadays in high school football.
Yeah. Didn't you win 3 state baseball in a row? So maybe you have two footballs in a row. Right, so that would be a way. So you can go back to back. Let's talk about Walker Howard. So he's the big name in this. He's an LSU committee. His father played with LSU back in the day. His mother, by the way, graduated with me out of high school. So his grandma, Walker's grandma. So anyway, she was Dana Moore back in the day from coming here, married Jimmy Howard. Anyway, so let's talk about him. What kind of player is he? Obviously nobody's really seen him that much. You might have seen him in the huddle videos, but what kind of player is he, and what do you expect this weekend?
First of all, he's a big kid, physical kid, good feet, but makes absolutely every throw. Before his injury, was a little more mobile, willing to
broke
tuck
his
it
foot,
and run.
ankle?
Broke his lower leg, I think. Came back from that. He's been back for a couple weeks now.
That was this year, though.
That was this year. So he came back,
Yeah.
tough physical kid. I think the thing that makes him successful is not only his talent but his surrounding cast. I mean, he's got a really good running game, physical offensive line, gives him time to throw, but they are a tremendous play action passing football team. And like I said, he makes every throw. Short routes, throws a deep ball extremely well. We can't give up any big plays to him, but just a great looking kid and really bright future.
Yeah, he was in the Elite 11 and finished a lot higher than they thought he would. So he's a pretty good player there. He works with Jake Delhomme.
Yep.
You know, Jamie Howard is his father and obviously a quarterback in college, but he's been working with Jake for a long time. So he's coached up a lot there too. You will counter trying to keep the ball away from him, right? So if he's on the sidelines, unless he comes play safety, we don't want him in the game, right?
Right. You know, I think that's always our game plan. We play so many athletes across our schedule that's kind of how we have to do things at Edie White. Maybe we don't have that explosive kind of kid on offense to match you touchdown for touchdown. So we try to keep those athletes off the field, run clock. You're not going to see us in no huddle. We're going to huddle every time.
Huddle up.
We're going to run the clock. And, you know, I think that's a smart thing to do for us. To try to keep their athletes off the field, and Howard's no different.
Harvey Pelche Stadium, you expecting a decent crowd?
It's going to be packed. Get your tickets early. It's going to be packed. We're selling tickets on Wednesday and Friday at school, so advance sale tickets will be sold there.
Oh, man, I can't wait. It should be an awesome time. Best of luck to you, man, and then we'll see you maybe the next week.
Let's hope so.
And then next year.
Absolutely.
All right, Kyle is saying thanks so much, Edie White head coach. We'll be right back with more Bayou Time after this.